All right. Thank you, Your Honor. Please, the court. Again, for the record, Deputy Horzepa, would you state your name and your occupation?
Lawrence Horzepa. I'm an investigator at the Volusia County Sheriff's Office assigned to Major Case Unit.
And do you realize that you're having been placed under oath
Yes, sir.
several days ago carries over to your testimony here today?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. On January the 16th, 1991, when you interviewed defendant Aileen Carol Wuornos, can you tell the jury whether or not that entire interview from start to finish was videotaped?
Yes, it was.
And was there audio accompanying the videotape?
Yes, there was.
Can you tell the jury, please, how long that entire tape runs?
I believe a little over 3 hours.
Could you describe her demeanor throughout the 3.5 hour period?
She was.
Your Honor, beyond the scope.
Jack, number will go ahead and answer.
She was slightly nervous at first, then became relaxed during our interview and spoke freely to us.
Was she provided any material things to comfort her and calm her down, help her feel okay?
She was provided cigarettes, coffee, and a break anytime she needed it as far as the restroom was concerned.
Did you at any time intentionally cut her off and not let her explain anything she wanted to explain?
Objection, Your Honor. The tape speaks for itself.
Jack, number will.
No, sir.
Now, before the videotape came on, was she in the room with you before the recording began?
No, sir.
With every moment that she was in your presence that day, the statement was taken, the videotape with the audio running?
That's correct.
Was your every word in action and her every word in action and that of Deputy Munster recorded on the audio videotape,
Yes, sir.
as well as that of her attorney, Mr. O'Neill,
Yes, sir.
except she huddled with him outside the presence of the law enforcement officers and the camera briefly, didn't she?
Yes, sir. When he requested that, we shut the systems down.
He conferred privately without the deputies around, without the cameras.
That's correct.
Other than that, was every contact that you had, in fact, every contact you had with this woman, audio, video, recorded?
Leading, Your Honor. Objection.
Rephrase your question.
Was there any record made of all of your contact with her on that day, January the 19th?
Yes, sir. It was all recorded.
Did you at any time that day or otherwise threaten to arrest, tie more, and seek her prosecution if Aileen Wuornos did confess to this murder?
No, sir.
Your Honor, we would like the entire videotape marked for identification. I'm sorry, and Mr. DeMoore pointed out, I meant the interview was on the 16th of January, 1991, correct?
That's correct.
And if I said the 19th with the same answer, were you talking about the interview on the 16th?
That's correct.
That's
January
the question.
16th.
That's what my question's meant to address.
Yes, sir.
For identification.
And we received warrants of identification. Any further questions?
One last question. The item has just now been marked for identification. The entire videotape from start to finish, is that the videotape for a verified copy of the entire transaction between you and Aileen Wuornos with regard to her statements on January 16th, 1991?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, Your Honor. And that's exhibit
6 Y, 6 Z's, and 7 A's.
6 times Y, Z, and A. Y, Z, A.
Detective Horzepa, you remember testifying here the other day, 2 days ago or so.
Yes, sir.
Remember testifying that during the time you spent with Ms. Wuornos, she was rampant.
Yes, sir.
Remember testifying that she was covering many different topics.
Yes, sir.
Remember saying that she was bouncing around from things about her history to things about Mallory to other things.
That's correct.
Remember testifying that you asked her certain specific questions.
Yes, sir.
And you remember we went through a number of questions that I asked whether you asked her and that you indicated you did not ask her.
Trying to recall that, sir.
You don't remember me asking you about asking her what she meant by violent?
Yes.
And you said you didn't ask her those questions.
Yes.
Remember that? Prior to your contact with Ms. Wuornos, she had spoken on the telephone with Ms. Moore. You were aware of that?
Yes, sir.
And you were aware of the fact that you've listened to the tapes you indicated,
Yes, sir.
to Ms. Moore's tapes of her conversation with Ms. Wuornos.
Yes, sir.
And you remember testifying that you're aware of the fact that Ms. Moore had indicated to Ms. Wuornos that law enforcement was coming down on her family,
She advised that they had been to see her, yes, sir.
and that she was concerned about that.
Yes, sir.
And that Ms. Moore's purpose was to get Ms. Wuornos to speak to law enforcement.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you, Detective.
Yes, sir. For clarity, the question was, did you ever threaten Aileen Wuornos with the arrest of Time Moore? Did you ever threaten Aileen Wuornos with the arrest of Time Moore?
Overruled.
Thank you.
No, sir, I did not.
No further question, Your Honor.
Any further?
That's it, Judge.
Okay, stand down.
Your Honor, the state rests.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, jury, if necessary, we get conferred in this last recess is the best time for you. For the recess of the weekend, and the request that you report back at 10 a.m. on Monday. Give you the process of what will be happening. I will be meeting with the council over the weekend and Monday for the record purposes. Prepare the instructions of the law will be given to you. After we prepare those, and you report at 10 o'clock, we will begin the closing argument of counsel. After the closing argument of counsel, the court will instruct the law in the case to which you reply the fact you've heard it from the witness and been sworn to testify before you. After the closing argument, you will deliberate, and that will take our Monday into its conclusion. And so this weekend, again, I remind you, if anyone's attempting to work with you or to discuss this case with you, you're to advise the court the proper remedy will be immediately initiated. You're not near the time of this or any recess to view the scene where any alleged offense may have occurred. You're not to listen to view any radio or television broadcast, telecast includes the trial. You're not to discuss the case among yourselves or with any other person. You will not form or express an opinion on this matter until it's submitted to you for your verdict. With those instructions, the jury's in recess till 10 a.m. Monday morning next. Court's in recess until 9 a.m.